YouTube, it's M1NDxBEND3R here, and due to a unfortunate Bricklink miscommunication, I will not be able to post the Minicon video I had planned for today. So, in light of that, I will be posting something else. And this is something else. This is the VA3 Hiller Strike Fighter. With the Decepticons once again returning to Earth, the United States military decided that the conventional methods of deploying mech suits into battle that they had been using up until now were far too slow to respond to out of nowhere Cybertronian attacks. We needed something faster. So, thus entered the Hiller Strike Fighter. This was specifically designed to repel alien invasions and respond quickly to already engaged hostiles. Basically, this was designed to kill Transformers. So, let's take a closer look at it. We'll get this turntable out of the way. Now, looking at the Hiller itself, I feel I should state right off the bat, I'm not an expert in aeronautics or aviation or anything like that. I was just going off of visual cues that I took from many real-life fighter jets to kind of design this and make it something that, to me, looked realistic enough. For example, it's got these two big ol' air intakes up at the front that do not actually lead to any engines. The thrusters are all the way up here, and their air tanks are actually on the front of their engine pods. So these are really more for style than anything else, as well as this front bit, which I just kind of put these two cones here for detail. I guess they could be weapons, but I really don't imagine them working like that. The main weapons are along the side here, these giant machine guns, these very heavy, high caliber repeating machine guns. I imagine when this thing is in its flight configuration, it would attack very much in the way of a A-10, where it flies low, fires, flies off, and then comes back to do it again. But, like I said, this was designed to be a very, very quick deployment system for mech suits. And the way that works is this is not something that carries mech suits, or it's not like a drop ship or anything like that. This thing actually is the mech suit. So the way that works is we'll start at the back, and these thrusters extend out and will very clearly become legs. This back half disconnects, rotates around, and folds down. We'll move the legs down out of the way to where their final resting place will be, just to kind of not have to worry about them. Coming up to the top, the cockpit just flips down very simply, and these weapon pods extend out to become the mech suit's arms. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And once we have everything standing up and sturdy, there stands the VA3 Hiller Strike Fighter in its mech configuration. So like I said, this thing is much faster and much quicker to deploy than the old mech suits that I used to show off, because it just takes off and flies to wherever it is it needs to be, transforms, lands, and it's immediately in the middle of combat. I took care to use these old Exoforce style of ratcheting joints because while this would be cutting-edge technology for humans, compared to Cybertronians, this is still pretty primitive. It's quite slow and lumbering and really relies more on its heavy armor and very heavy firepower to overpower its opponents. In a melee hand-to-hand combat situation, this would not be very effective. Mostly their strategy is just deploy a bunch of these and shoot at the enemy from afar. And it is effective. This is very hard to kill with bullets. If someone, say, like Phobia, were able to get behind it and maybe cut down some joints with her weapon, that would be a different story. But overall, I just wanted to build something that transformed into a mech suit. I know that's something a lot of people have been requesting for a long time, and since I didn't have anything else to show off, I figured this would be a fun video to make. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like this video, feel free to subscribe or leave a comment and tell me what you thought of this. I've been M1NDxBEND3R, and I'll talk to you later.